Good morning and welcome to Sunday morning's thought for today. And it's good to welcome you and so many of you who've just joined. And our theme for today is God's children are fruit bearers. And it's taken from this lovely book by Leslie Brandt called Jesus Now. And Leslie again refers us to the Christian Bible, the New Testament Bible, to read a verse from St. John's Gospel, chapter 15, verse 8. By this my Father, Mother God is glorified, that you bear much fruit, and so prove to be my disciples. It is expected of God's children that their lives upon this world be fruitful. God reveals their beauty and power and goodness in the creatures that serve you, the trees that shade, the flowers that delight, the fruit and vegetables and growing things that feed you. Their eternal love and grace for humankind is manifested by Christ, who came to you in and through the witness of your fellow beings about you. He has made himself dependent upon you, his redeemed sons and daughters, to extend his kingdom in your midst. Thus it is imperative that you be fruit bearers, that you be the channels and instruments of God in our world. This is the way Jesus revealed himself to you, through those who, by their lives and their witness, communicated his teachings and activities to you. Now you are to continue with, within God's great purposes and bear the fruit of his redeeming love, especially to others who cross your path. This does not require genius or some spectacular talents, nor does it require anxious or worrisome effort. It is the Spirit of God who works out his purposes in and through you. You need only to yield to and trust confidently in God and God's will for your lives. Fruit bearing is the result of a healthy relationship between the branch and the trunk of a fruit-bearing tree. Service that is productive and contributive ought to be the normal and spontaneous consequence of a love-faith relationship to God through Jesus the cosmic Christ. You who are the children of God, be aware of your God-given grace and responsibility to be fruit bearers in your community and world, and to consistently and perpetually allow God to work out his purposes in and through you. It is thereby, even in the midst of suffering, that you will bear fruit and will find true joy and fulfillment. And there we have it. So coming back to the theme from John 15, verse 8, by this my Father, Mother God is glorified, that you bear much fruit and so prove to be my disciples. So let us just spend a moment in quiet reflection and ask the Spirit of God to speak to our hearts and for us to be able to hear the voice of God. Let us relax now and come back to our amazing heart, the gateway to your soul, the gateway to God. as we sit quietly in our own sacred space where we live, we use our gift of free will and we come to the cosmic Christ and we say, Lord, are we serving you today? Are we using the gifts that you've given us to bear fruit so that we can share that fruit in our witness to others? Or are we disinterested? Speak to us, Lord. And now the Christ is before us and he's asking you, how may I serve you today? He challenges you to look into your heart and see, are you a vessel of love for God's children? Are you a vehicle that brings your talents, your gifts from God for the benefit of others, as well as yourself and your loved ones today? Be still and know that God is with you, that our God who created you and who formed you in your mother's womb is inviting you now to bear much fruit with your life, not to give up, not to give in, but to soldier on each day. And we do this by calling on the Spirit of God. By this, said Jesus, my Father, Mother God is glorified, that you bear much fruit in your life, and so prove to be my disciples. Are those words resonating with your heart? And if so, we ask for the Spirit of God to come upon us and to be the beating heart and hands and feet of the Christ today. Bless you. And we say, bless you, dear brothers and sisters, for giving yourselves this time to ask an important question of yourself. Are you bearing fruit from the talents that God has given you so freely and effortlessly to be shared with others? I leave you now, and I look forward to your company again. And I wish you a blessed day. God bless you.